r/AskReddit, what's the most underrated skill everyone should learn? How to deal with anger in a healthy way. Cooking. Listening. First aid and CPR. Giving compliments. I saw another post here the other day saying guys never get compliments, and that's just freaking sad. We all should just make this world a better place. Changing attire. Sewing. I wish I knew how, but I don't have the patience to learn new shit. Understanding workers and consumer rights. It's something we all have, but you'll go through life getting screwed over if you aren't knowledgeable on your rights. Personal finance. Understanding paying bills, interest, debt, pensions, retirement planning. Learning to de-escalate situations. Critical thinking. I feel like a lot of people I know have underestimated the value of first aid until it was needed. Swimming. Effective communication. If you eat bread, learn to bake it. It is a lot cheaper and better. Once you learn, very little time. Sword skills and archery for the impending zombie apocalypse. 1. Emotional intelligence. 2. Social skills, i.e. how to win friends and influence people. But a step further, understanding how to hear people out, make them feel valued, understand the factors that influence decision making. 3. Market yourself, toot your own horn, be confident. 4. Think big. Big ideas, how to scale, how to accomplish your dreams, be bold. How to ask good questions. Media literacy. Sewing. Fix clothing that would have otherwise been thrown away or discarded elsewhere, and it comes with fun colors. Hell yeah brother, it's also very relaxing in general. When you're first learning though, patience is key. Cooking. Like, real food, not putting frozen pizza rolls in the oven. Patience. Keeping calm in the face of adversity. Sign language. How to legit start a campfire. Not by rubbing sticks together, but the proper way to gather kindling and build it so you can get a fire going without a packaged fire starter. Critical thinking. Meditation. It's useful for every area of our lives. Critical thinking. And not the do your own research kind. How to do a backwards long jump in Super Mario 64. Receiving feedback. To swim and first aid. Puzzle solving. Plumbing. CPR. Being social without the need to do it through a digital device. I feel a lot of people are just weirded out that I walk up to random people and become friends with them. Cooking. Typing. You know, by touch. Without looking at the keyboard. Although I love messing with people and changing the letters around on the keyboard. Swimming. Cooking. Respect for others. Think before you speak, could stop a lot of fights, heartbreaks, and other avoidable drama. Basic house cleaning and organization. Swimming. Be on time. First aid. Camping. Patience. It is a skill that takes time. However, the reward is invaluable. Driving. Bookkeeping. Filing papers in proper way. Learning or at least understand the papers. Reading. How to disagree with people without disrespecting them. Operating a manual transmission. Kinda US specific, I think. Cooking. Being able to tie your shoes with a Parisian knot. I have been plagued for most of my life with my shoelaces constantly coming undone, until a friend told me about this knot. I looked it up on YouTube and I've never had a loose shoelace since. How to deal with basic injuries. Mental math and reading comprehension. Cooking a decent meal. The ancient Bushido from the Edo period. Sudoku solving. Budgeting and saving, working and blowing it all away keeps people more stuck than they think financially. Do you really need that new outfit, or is the one you bought last week or the week before? Is tonight really another takeout night, or can you use what you have for a good meal? Etc. Sweeping. I work in food and I swear these people have never held a broom before, let alone swept. Focus. My life could be so much better if I had better focus. I could complete tasks faster and be less distractible. It would help me accomplish other life goals. Introspection. No better scold than learning from your fuck-ups. IT skills. Seriously, you know the number of times I took my device to a professional for repairs, then seeing them tune or knock a few things in place. And I start feeling stupid for not seeing how simple it was, lol. Emotional intelligence. Silence. Communication. How to behave correctly. Etiquettes. Self-control. Improvisation. Not in a theatrical sense, I'm talking about the ability to come up with solutions to problems on the fly. Music making, face with open mouth, dashing away, pile calling ng randoms till some FKRS feel like it's a hit. Reflection. Morse code. There are apps that can help you pick it up pretty quickly. Edging. Not being a dick. What? Crochet/knitting. Great stress reliever. Sewing a button. I guess just sitting still with a phone, walking and stealing. Tying knots. Cleaning. My kids can clean for SHT. Tying knots. How to cook. Being kind. Survival skills in the event you are ever stranded outdoors, how to start a fire, building shelter, etc. Cooking. Cooking and DIY in general. Money management, keeping motivation up, conflict solving. I think it's cooking. It's really a blessing to eat food that you've made yourself. Persuasive public speaking. How to learn. What I have observed is that most people learn wrong things from their experience, even though they constantly experience downfalls. Yet, they never learn the right lessons. So yeah, according to me, the art to learn is the best thing a human should learn. Manners. Empathy. Critical thinking. Butterfly knife tricks, boomerang break dance. Networking. You'd think since people use the internet so much they'd make an effort to understand how to fix it. Writing. People don't know how to spell crap anymore because we have devices that use spell check, and all the shortened versions of words. Nobody puts a pen to paper anymore these days. Being horny without porn. Empathy. Pretty much most of the stuff they teach you in home EC and auto repair and maintenance. They are just very useful money-saving skills to have. Budgeting. A basic understanding of sewing has been one of the most useful. The amount of things I've extended the life of through small fixes is crazy. Also, working on your car. You'd be shocked at how many things you can very easily do. If you're not sure, YouTube has thousands of videos for every kind of fix on every kind of car. Yes, even yours. Cooking. Washing your clothes without a washing machine. Perception and, if possible, be proficient at it. Assign as many ranks as you can each level up. You won't regret it. Reading body language when talking to other people. When we text, no matter what punctuations are put into our text, people misinterpret what is being said. People don't know if you're mad or happy or whatever you're trying to convey. They go by what they're feeling instead of how the other person is meaning what is being said. Common sense. Or logical/critical thinking. Learning how to learn, then capitalize on it. Excel spreadsheets, and I say this as someone who isn't that great with them. Talking without creeping someone out. Oral sex. Consuming knowledge. Wanna learn a new skill? Watch a million YouTube videos about it, research it as much as possible. Consuming as much knowledge as you can is a great skill. One underrated skill that everyone should learn is effective communication. Being able to express oneself clearly, listen actively, and navigate interpersonal interactions can greatly enhance relationships, professional success, and personal fulfillment. Effective communication skills can facilitate collaboration, resolve conflicts, and build empathy, making them invaluable in all aspects of life. Conflict resolution. Being able to resolve a situation without escalation is extremely useful. Self-distance. Resilience. The ability to get on with your life, to take risks and see opportunities when they come your way. My kids always say, 21 and 20, I can, buy a house, too impossible. I thought the same thing, but when I graduated I went to Japan and made more money than I could imagine and brought it home and bought a house. All because I took an risk and saw the opportunity. Later on, went back to Japan, made enough to pay off my house and buy a business. Let's say, life is great. Accepting their mistakes. Why do I feel like it should be taxes? I keep hearing of how a tax person can greatly reduce taxes because they know what to look for. Although I make so little right now that the government website does it all for me, haha, but one day I will learn taxes. Surviving a zombie apocalypse. Falling asleep quickly. I mean, I can't do it, but I bet it's amazing. How to swim, or at the very least float. Knots. Self-awareness. Cutting wires to defuse a bomb. Haggling. Politeness. Listening to others, to the sound of nature, trying to be quiet and just hear the voices of your surroundings. I feel like we are in a world where everyone talks even if it is nonsense. We value the speeches, and we judge the silence. I was last weekend in a place in nature and all I want to do is hearing the beautiful voices of the birds, trees, wind, insects. Good communication. Being yourself. You shouldn't follow the meta if you want to be noticed by others who are also creating. Learning how to whistle loudly with your fingers. Lasers. Effective use of language when looking things up online and how to skim information to get the main gist quickly without in-depth reading. I love digging up information and doing it quickly and efficiently is part of the fun, lol. Self-reflection. This cereal box hack is going viral and it's actually really easy to do. Touch typing. Personal task/time management organization and, flexible, task prioritization. Good luck with the flexible part as I barely mastered it, but if you can achieve it, you are on your way. Swimming. Saying no when necessary. Thinking before speaking. Sewing. I learned from my great-grandma when I was in middle school. Started with sewing patches on my pants and jackets cause you know, punk rock. Then eventually learned with a machine. It's come in handy from repairing clothes to backpacking gear. Now I'm teaching my oldest daughter with her own little sewing machine for kids, and of course using my skills to fix her stuffed animals and whatnot. I don't know about underrated but basic de-escalation and active listening. Also first aid / CPR. Putting down the phone. Communication. Able to fake like you love your job very much. Properly using Google. Blinking. Changing a flat tire. Basic first aid. How not to procrastinate. Doing fent. These days, knowing the difference between real and fake on the internet, far too many nonsense believers out there. Grammar. It's not underrated per se, but many people don't know how to perform CPR. Swimming. Breathing. Prioritization and balance. Being kind in social situations. Communication. Streaking. Lockpicking. Typing. Thinking differently. Reading and writing well. Calisthenics. Having proper grammar. Changing a bloody tire on a car. It's so simple and easy, yet barely anyone knows how to do it correctly and safely these days. Saw 2 cars at the weekend that had called out breakdown services to change a tire. It takes less than 15 minutes in perfect conditions. Civility and basic manners. Cooking from scratch. Self-awareness and as a result of it, self-improvement. How to read. Giving hand jobs under the bridge for $5. It is a good skill to fall back on during hard times. Treating other with respect and kindness regardless of where they are on the social ladder. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you have enjoyed this video and subscribe to never miss an upload.